Hi everyone, my name is Hannah. I am the program coordinator at Camp Red Cedar for the summer camp and respite programs. Today I'm excited to share with you this video that we created for you to use as you prepare for camp registration. Once again, registration will open on February 1st at 9 a.m. So be sure to log on as quickly as you can to make sure that you can get those spots. Our camps are first come, first serve, so be sure to prepare ahead of time with those resources that we have provided to you, including this video, as well as that checklist that was sent out last week. You'll notice as we move through this video that the information on that checklist will be directly applicable and helpful for you as you complete this online registration. So today, we are starting right away at the welcome page of the registration site. I will say that this will look a little different on February 1st because right now we are on a test website. This is just so that I can show you what the applications look like without making those applications go live. On February 1st, you can navigate to the registration site by going to our normal website, which is www.campredscedar.com, selecting our programs and navigating to summer camps, and then clicking on these hyperlinked words right here, and that will bring you to the actual registration site. You'll know when you're in the right place when you can see these logos and the beautiful picture of our campus behind the screen. But for today, we are going to be looking at this test site so that I can show you the ins and outs of each application. So I'm going to begin by logging into my account, and I highly recommend that you all create an account and practice logging in before February 1st. This is to make sure that you know your username and you know the password that you've chosen. We will be able to assist you with resetting your password on registration day. However, we know that those spots go quickly, so it will be best for you to test and create, log in, update your information prior to February 1st. So let me get logged in here. And now we are at the home page. As you can see here, there are 3 applications that I can start, one for each of our different types of camps. 2024 adaptive summer camps will include Adventure Camp, Dasani, Quest Day, Quest Overnight, and Journey Camps. 2024 Explorer Camp application will only include the Explorer Camp, and the 2024 Summer Camps for Discovery Kids and Range Riders will only include camps for Discovery Kids and Range Riders. I will not be able to apply or register for Discovery Kids under the Adaptive Summer Camp. I will not be able to apply for the Explorer Camp under the Summer Camps for Discovery Kids. It is very important that you know which application you will be filling out depending on that camp that you want to register for. So today, I'm going to be completing the 2024 Adaptive Summer Camps with one-to-one support. This first screen just has some general information about our registration process, and you can go ahead and skip through that or read it if you choose to. This first page of the actual application begins with the people that I want to register for. You can see here it says select the campers from your household you wish to register for programming. If you would like to add a camper to your household, you can do that here as well. So today I'm going to be registering myself as well as my brother. You can see that my birthday here is February 19th, 1998. And my brother's birthday is October 8th, 2013. You can see that we have highlighted the different ages of our campers so that we can show you how that will affect the application. Here is where you can select to add a new camper to your household if you need to do so. I know which people I have selected because I can see that these checkboxes are checked, meaning that I am going to be selecting a camp to register for checkout, and they are in my cart summary. You'll see if I unselect Aaron, he is removed from my cart summary, meaning that he will not be registered for any camp as it is now. However, I want to register him, so I'm going to click him, and we're going to continue. Page 2 of this application is Sessions. This is the important page where we will select the camp and the week that we want to register for. Our adaptive camps, Adventure Quest, Dasani, and Journey serve both kids and adults with an intellectual, developmental, or physical disability. Campers are paired with a counselor to receive one-on-one support for the full duration of the camp week. This section also gives you a short description of each camp, the ages for all the campers, and the different sessions that are available. You'll see here, you will only be able to see and register for the options your camper is eligible for based on their age. We also want to pay attention to the information in parentheses so that we can be aware of any special requirements for that camp. Down below where it says Select Sessions For, this is where we will be selecting the camp that we want to register for. As you can see, there are two camps, Adaptive Camps and Adaptive Camps Wish List. The Adaptive Camps is where you will select the camp that you want to register for. Register for means securing a spot. So I'm going to go ahead and show these details, which will bring me to this new screen where I can add to my cart and I can view all of the registration options that I have. So let's read what this says. Camp registration is limited to 1 week per camper. That means that Hannah can register for 1 week and Aaron can register for 1 week. If I do not see any session options to select from below, this means that all options are full. Please proceed to the waitlist and sign up for any all camps you're interested in. Okay, so we can see that there are options populating, and that means that these are the options that are available, as in spots are open for these camps, and I meet their requirements based on my age. So right now, we are selecting sessions for Hannah, for me. And I am going to add this to my cart, which will allow me to make my selection. If I remove it from my cart, that's why these are grayed out and I can't do anything. I can't move them, I can't select them. It's as if, they're not in my cart at all. So we need to add to cart in order to check out. Now that we've added the adaptive camps to my cart, I can select the week that I wish to register for. Now you'll know if you've reviewed our website or the grid that has a list of all of our summer camps, these are not the only weeks that our camp is offered. These are the weeks that are available, as in there are spots available, and these are the weeks that I can attend or that Hannah can attend based on my age. So for the sake of this application, I'm going to choose June 3rd through 7th Quest Day Camp. This is the one that I want to attend. It's my first choice, so that's why I'm going to select it for the camp that I want to register for. Now, as you can see, after I made that selection, all of these other weeks have grayed out, meaning I can't click them to move them into my cart to register for. That's how we are limiting the registration. So this trash can right here means that June 3rd through 7th, Quest Day Camp, that is in my cart. Clicking this trash can will remove it from my cart and open up these other selections for me. But I want this camp, so I'm going to reselect it. Now I have selected my camp that I want to register for, and now I'm going to come here to the adaptive camps waitlist. We're going to show these details. And again, like before, I'm going to have to add this to my cart in order to make any selections below. I'm going to add this to my cart, and you'll see, oh, I selected June 3rd Quest Day Camp. That's the one that I selected up here, so I'm not going to choose it to be on the wait list for that. So right here, I really want to attend camp. So it doesn't really matter which camp I select here, I want to be on the wait list for all of them. So if any spots open up, they can see that I am interested in, and they can look at my timestamp of my registration submission to see how I fall in that first come, first serve order. So like I said, I want to attend camp, so I want to sign up for any camp and be on the wait list for any that I am eligible for. So in my cart summary, you'll see the camp that I'm registering for, or the spot that I have chosen to register for June 3rd Quest Day Camp. And these options below are all of the camps that I am choosing to waitlist for. And this is under Hannah. You'll see Aaron is still listed in the cart summary, but he doesn't have any camps. And I do want to register him. So I'm going to go scroll back up and select his name here so that I can choose his camps. Again, I'm going to show details, and I'm going to add to cart. I am going to select Journey Camp for him because I really want him to attend that Journey Camp. That's our first choice, so that's the camp that I'm going to register him for. Down below, I'm going to sign him up for Adventure. Aaron does not have a diagnosis of Down syndrome, and he is not a membership of Dasani or Down Syndrome Association of Northeast Indiana, so I am not going to select this. These are the information in parentheses that we mentioned above about special requirements that are needed for that camp. So anyone that is signing up for Dasani, they need to have a membership before or being allowed to attend that camp. I'm not going to select these camps because we're going on vacation that day and Aaron is not going to be here. So these are the only camps in my cart, shown by these red trash cans, that I am going to be on the wait list for. Down below, it shows our cart summaries. Again, for Hannah, we have Quest Day Camp, registering for Quest Day Camp, waitlisting for all of these ones below. For Aaron, we're registering him for Journey Camp and waitlisting him for Adventure Camp in case he doesn't get into this Journey selection. I feel confident in my choices, so I'm going to move forward. This third page of the application is where we will complete our forms. So the first form here with an asterisk, as you can see, all of the forms with asterisks are needed before we can check out. So I'm just going to start with the household form. And you can see that a lot of this information is already filled out because I did so before February 1st. So I'm just going to quickly scroll through, make sure that everything is correct, and fill out these questions that are required and still blank. So I have not attended Camp Red Cedar before. So I'm going to fill out these questions and then complete. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, logging into your account or creating an account before February 1st will give you access to completing this household form beforehand. It doesn't really matter if you complete it beforehand or if you wait until this application, but as you can see, there are several pieces of required information that you will collect or that you will enter on registration day if you didn't already complete the form ahead of time. So doing so, logging in and completing this household form will save you a little bit of time as you move through this application. Down below, we can see the other forms that are required for each camper based off of their selections. So for Hannah, I'm going to complete her general registration form. Hannah's primary diagnosis is autism. Down here is where we can select any other diagnosis that is relative to my camper and that we want staff to be aware of. For Hannah specifically, she doesn't have any other diagnoses, so I am just going to select NA. Social Security number, you'll just enter the last 4 of your Social Security number. And Hannah does have a Medicaid number, but we're going to pretend that I entered that below. If your camper does not, it says right here that you can enter NA. So that is a valid answer and that will allow you to complete the application. So we're going to go to the next page, and this is asking for my payment type. Hannah did have a Medicaid number and she does have a waiver, so I'm going to select waiver as her payment type. The type of waiver for Hannah is CIH. Our case manager name is Mary Conway. Her email is mconway@gmail.com, and her phone is 715-123-4567. And I'm going to, there's no more pages, so I'm going to complete that form. Agreements and authorizations, moving on to the next form that's required for Hannah. And these go through the different agreements and authorizations for services. So the first one is photo release. Do I want to allow Camp Red Cedar to release or post any photos of my child or of Hannah to social media like Facebook or Instagram? If you follow us on social media, you'll see that we use these posts to market our services and our programs and to give spotlight to how our camps support individuals in our community. And I am okay with pictures of Hannah being posted on social media, so I'm going to select yes. Consent for release of camper information is the next section. We will release information within our staff so that our staff are able to review the service plans and get to know your camper and the registration information. So I'm going to accept that agreement. Down below, there is a statement of understanding for our program manual. A copy of the program manual will be provided and attached to the confirmation email after you submit your registration. This list is the information that we would like you to review and make sure that you are aware of and comfortable with and understand before coming to camp. I'm going to agree here. By selecting that, I agree to adhere to the rules and policies outlined in this manual for Camp Red Cedar. I will reach out with any questions. Moving along, safety policy. Camp Red Cedar welcomes individuals of all ages and abilities. However, an individual must be medically stable and must not be a safety risk to self or others in order to attend camp. I agree with these terms and services. Program participation. We grant permission for the applicant to participate in planned activities. Camp Red Cedar is not responsible for lost, stolen, or damaged personal articles. I agree to waive any claims against Camp Red Cedar, the staff, and volunteers for injuries or damages that may result from the conduct of other persons, including participants in Camp Red Cedar programs. I approve this registration and agree to pay the full amount of camp and associated program fees by their deadline of June 1st, 2024. I agree to these terms of services, and I'm going to sign and date as the guardian that is completing this application. Today's date is January 23rd, 2024, and I'm going to complete that application. Now you'll see that I completed that for Hannah, but I still have these 2 forms to complete for Aaron. So now I'm completing this form for Aaron. He has a primary diagnosis of autism and secondary diagnoses of ADD or ADHD. I've put his Social Security number and his Medicaid number, and he will be paying with a waiver as well. So his waiver is still CIH. He actually has the same case manager name as Hannah does, so I'm going to input that information here. And we're going to complete. That completed that general form, so I'm going to move to the agreements and authorizations. I do want to allow Camp Red Cedar to post photos of Aaron. I agreed to release his information to allow staff to serve Aaron as best they are able. I agreed to review the program manual. I agreed to the safety policy, and I agreed to the program participation. Again, I'm going to confirm this attestation by signing my name and filling in the date. Now we have all forms are completed. I know that all of them are completed because they are all green. They say completed, and there's a check mark right there. So I'm going to continue. Now we are on step 4 of the application under payment. Camp Red Cedar accepts private pay and the Medicaid waiver. If you are using a private pay method, all payment will be required before services are rendered, meaning payment in full is required before you can attend camp. If you are using the Medicaid waiver, please select waiver as the payment option and enter waiver 2024 as the discount code. But down here under Hannah, I'm going to enter that waiver discount code. I have applied the waiver discount for Hannah, so I need to apply that waiver discount for Aaron. And I'm going to confirm that all of this information is correct. The total here is $0 because we are using the waiver to pay for our camp funding. The forms, they've all been completed, so I can submit my application. Now that I have submitted my application, congratulations, you have completed the registration for Camp Red Cedar. This screen means that you have completed registration and your spot has been reserved for the camps that you have registered for. Additionally, you have secured your spot on the wait list for any camps that you have signed up for the wait list. Let's view these details. And this is going to show other steps that you need to complete before camp starts. So I'm going to go home, and you can see that the 2024 Adaptive Summer Camps is showing as a submitted application. And that's it. That is all that is needed for you to complete on February 1st. As we saw on that last screen, we can view details of our application, and there will be additional forms that we need to complete, but those will populate and show on this screen after February 1st. So you guys can be well assured that after you receive that congratulations message, you are done for what you need to do on February 1st. Please log back in and check to see your application. View those details of your application after registration day because more forms will become available. We will be sending out mass communications for that to remind you that those forms are available starting February 2nd and they will be due May 1st.